Yo, what's going on, guys? It's DragsterTV here, back at it again. And today I'm here in the garage. So today's video we'll just be going ahead and focusing mainly on the Odyssey. Now with the Odyssey, I took some stuff off. I have the parts right there, and I'll just pretty much just be giving you guys a bit of an update of on pretty much like what I will be doing with the Odyssey, and also a slight garage reveal. I mean, a lot of you guys have been wanting to know like what my house looks like, what the driveway looks like, what the garage looks like, you know, besides from just the gaming setup, the DragsterTV headquarters. My phone is actually currently about to die, so I do have my phone on the handy dandy extension cord charging. First things first, here's the garage reveal. These shelves were actually, oops, I was trying to point to it. Them shelves were just built actually 2 days ago by my father. But here is the 66 Mustang. I'm not going to get too much into it. We've just been taking some stuff off slowly. And yeah, so let me know down below in the comments if you guys would like to see some progress update videos of the build, because this is also a current build going on along with the 71 Ford Highboy, which is currently not in our garage. But yeah, let's try to walk this over here without this getting unplugged. Here's the casual, you know, 66 Mustang bumper. And by the way, guys, you may have heard of this and 71 Ford Highboy if you guys are have ever tuned into any of my live streams. This is a bit caught up. All right, we're not focusing on the extension cord right now. Let's go and talk about the Odyssey. So this is it right now. This was really rusted, so I took off all this right here and put it back on. And it actually moves a lot smoother, so you can actually turn the wheels and tires a lot easier. Now let's look at right here. Currently, I am working on unbolting all this stuff to get this roll cage off. If you guys did see part number 1, well, this came unplugged right here, but it's all right. Okay, so for those of you that did see part number 1, I mentioned something about me putting in a 420 Predator, so I will be the third person on YouTube, from what I could find, to have a mounted 420 Predator engine on a Honda Odyssey. So it should be pretty cool. This is a 1977 FL250 Honda Odyssey. Now, just by looking at it, you guys may know what I've taken off. So first things first, I took off the grill guard bumper right here thingy. Alright, that's the first thing. It was 4 bolts, 2 under and 2 on the side. Now, you actually have to take this off first in order to take off the foot tub. And then last, I took off the skid plate and hooked onto it. Ooh, that was a bad sound. Hooked onto it. I actually have the seat belts. Yes. So, first thing first, what I did when I parked it in the garage is I removed all the seat belts. The second thing I did was remove the headlights. Now the headlight was snugly mounted and kind of married together from all the rust right there on the grill guard bumper. And lastly, I took off the foot tub. Now it wasn't hard, but in order to get it off, you had to turn this all the way to the left, obviously, multiple times, in order to remove the steering wheel. Now, what are my plans for this thing? First things first, if we go ahead and take a little look here, as you guys can see, all the bolts. I'm probably gonna get new hardware for the stuff, or for some stuff with this build. So as you guys can see, there are 2 holes right there, one on the left, one on the right. And then right in the middle, which is Honda, there's a big hole which needs a fiberglass patch. So I'm going to get it up on a table, and I'm going to get a fiberglass patch and patch it up very nicely. Now, after that, what am I going to do? I'm going to paint the skid plate, which is perfectly fine, going to paint this. All right, so we're going to paint it all Honda red. Okay, so made up my mind of the paint. It's going to be Honda red. Now, for the roll cage, a future project I'm going to do is actually, let's look here, is just weld down a full roll cage, 2 bars across the top, and then something that I took off of a pilot design is putting walls here for a full roll cage. So it should be pretty cool, okay? And that is pretty much that, and the roll cage will be painted, it's probably gonna be painted, not matte black, but with the Rust-Oleum, even though it's not really that rusty. I could probably use just some other spray paint, gloss black, not matte black. And by the way, there's the go-kart, not the go-kart, that's the go-kart. That is the dirt bike a lot of you guys may have heard of. I actually do have my DragsterTV little logo, the profile picture, and then my background picture. Alright, now for the back. What am I going to do? I'm probably going to, off of gopowersports.com. Sorry, my fingers keep getting in the way. Just trying to zoom in and out, and it's kind of right in front of the camera. Gonna get new wheels and tires. Let's talk about the wheels. The wheels will be painted black as well. So instead of the white and red Honda look, it's gonna be the red Honda red with the black roll cage and black rims. Okay. As you guys can see, there's kind of like a failed red paint job for the wheels that were done, and the previous owners ended up spray painting on the tire. So I'm probably not going to end up doing that. But for the back here, what I'm planning on doing is actually, this is actually a fence post. They just piled up so much weld on. It's actually kind of cringe. I mean, I'm no experienced welder. We just had to cut that off because I'm removing this roll cage any minute now. Here is the transmission. We put some oil through it after it looked like, last night we actually put some oil, or maybe it was 2 days ago, we put some oil through it right there because the dipstick, it actually got ripped off. So it's just now the lid and no stick. So, what are we going to do back here? We're actually going to mount up a caliper for this brake right here. Because as you guys may know, here's the pulley system and there's the brake. So we need a new caliper to go right there. Then run all new brake lines and what is it? The throttle cables, right? So all new brake cables and throttle cables. What I'm going to do here very, very soon is actually remove off all this. I mean, I don't even know what they did. The mounting plate seems alright, but for $34 or $36 or something like that, on gopowersports.com, I can actually pick up the specific 420 Predator mount, motor mount, that looks very similar to this. It's a horizontal shaft, so we're gonna need to rig it up. But I do not like the. I mean, it works. It works. But they mounted up a fence post. Yes, this is actually just a fence post. And what else are we going to do? We're just going to paint the whole thing. Well, actually, okay. So I'm running it with no fenders. Because, of course, all this is going to be covered up with that. So I'm going to make it look as nice as possible. Now, for $160 on eBay, like that's like how much they're going for all over eBay, is just the cover. Which I could probably, I don't really want to make one. I could probably just get the cover, buy one. It's a bit pricey, but for a nice build, I was in the beginning, I was not going to do a full restoration, but it's kind of seeming something like that. It's starting to seem like that. Okay, so we're going to cut off this whole thing, because that is actually where the gas tank was mounted. Handy dandy little paint can gas tank, it looks like. They cut this off. I'd need a picture to look at what the back looked like. We're going to need all new belts, obviously. And I think for the mount, I'm going to put it lower than normal. Now, right here, they cut that off, right, to be able to fit the motor, because there's a lawnmower engine that was previously in it. They cut off from here to here, and they welded up the fence post to that. As you guys can see, they just piled up so much weld. And we actually do have a welder over here, right there. It's a Vulcan, or is it? What? It's a Vulcan. Yeah, Vulcan 220. Okay, it's a multi-purpose, meaning that it's got TIG, MIG, and stick, and so it's a pretty cool one. So we will be doing plenty of other builds in the future. I just thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update on this, man. It's gonna be a sick build. So I'm chopping off that. We're just gonna clean it up a bit back here, of course, because where the nice big 420 motor, Predator motor is going to sit, it's gotta look nice, okay? It's gotta look decently nice to represent my first Honda Odyssey build. And since it's the first year they produced them, it's in 1977, that picked us up for $100 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, I think. I gotta make it look nice, okay? And that's pretty much all I have to share with you guys. So I'm painting it all. I'm putting a fiberglass repair kit right there. I've already told you all the paint schemes. Pretty much what I'm gonna do here in the back. I've just been waiting to tell you guys and show you guys the full garage look over. That's the front of my house. Basketball hoop. You know, this is just the whole thing right here. This is my workspace now. You see that Audi parked over there? Yes, that was actually my mother's car. So it is going to be parked right here. I actually moved in the Odyssey because it's been so nice out that I took her parking spot. So in the garage, that Audi will be in here, and we are clearing out all the junk over there to actually be able to put this thing up on jack stands. Remove all four wheels and tires, because this is not its set place currently for right now, sadly. But then, we're gonna rearrange all this stuff, put the toolbox right there and whatnot. We're gonna have some pretty big dreams. So if we need any tools, when me and my dad are working on that, or on the Odyssey over there, we could just walk around over if we need a tool. And where that fridge is actually gonna be that. We're gonna keep those cabinets. We're gonna keep all this stuff. That big toolbox we're gonna probably fill up with a decked out toolkit, is what I'm guessing. But yeah, these are the brand new shelves, built 2 days ago, so pretty cool. By the way, guys, I don't know if you guys did notice it. Well, first things first, just here is the transmission for the 289 motor that we will be dropping in the 66 Ford Mustang GT. So here's the custom built race 289. I will make a whole thorough video telling you guys all about this car, all about the 71 Highboy, and all about the 428 Super Cobra Jet that's actually in the Highboy at a farm about a half-hour away. That is actually our farm. And this is the 289 race engine right here. All right, guys, we're gonna paint it up. We're gonna make it look really nice. As you guys can see, there's some fresh paint right here, and really, it's gonna be some fun builds. I just thought I'd talk to you guys about it. There's a bunch of junk piled up, so I'm kind of glad that we cleared out just a little bit right there. Here's the Mr. Heater for the garage, and yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. The update on the Odyssey. Cannot wait for part 3. It'll come very, very soon. First things first, okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and take off this roll cage right here. Okay, guys, so I will catch you guys as soon as the roll cage is off, because we are currently at 14 minutes 35 seconds. So here any second now I will have this off, because I have all the bolts loosened down there, right there, and those two right there which have nuts on the bottom, and those are already out. So we're using these tools to get it all off. And I'll catch you guys as soon as this roll cage is off for the next update. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and removed all 3 bolts right there, all 3 bolts right there, yep, oops, almost tripped over that, the 2 bolts right there and the 2 bolts right there were already missing, and you know what that means, you can just lift this whole thing off. So, I'm going to go ahead and set this up for you guys, right, that should do it. Alright, and here we go. I think I can just stand right here and just off she goes. Alright, final look before we end off today's video. This is going to be so much easier just to cut off all this, weld on what I need, make it look nice and clean, mount up the 420, clean this up, paint it, along with everything, get it all painted, the fiberglass patch on that, all repaired. Look, it'll look awesome, alright guys? So I will keep you all updated, especially with the progress back here, which is the main spot, or the main, stuff I need to keep you guys updated with. Yeah, this is where we end off today's video. This is it. And by the way, I just picked this up from the store. 4th of July is soon, so, and also I'm gonna run like an American flag and maybe like a, just because it's me, just my opinion, Trump flag. I mean, I don't care your guys' opinions. Like they're alright. If you guys don't like Trump, go for it. I don't care. I just happen to like Trump, and America. I'm a proud American. This is what it looks like right now, guys. Just got it off. So I'll catch you guys very, very soon in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you have a great rest of your day and night. And with that, let me clean all that up. And yeah, I'm out.